You voted, the votes are in, and by a clear mile, the puzzle that won your vote is Origami Meditations. So I'm not going to do a brand review or artist review. We've done that before. So for this puzzle, we are going to focus on origami. So without further delay, let the fun begin. So again, for today's video, we are not going to do a brand review. Ravensburger has been reviewed so many times and most puzzlers are familiar with the brand. Aimee Stewart, the artist of this beautiful image. I'm also not going to talk to you too much about Aimee today, as I've touched on her in a previous video, the boho sunset puzzle that I did. So you are welcome to go watch that video if you want to know a little bit more about Aimee. What I can say is she is absolutely one of my favorite puzzle artists. And for this one, what I noted is her signature orange fox. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but apparently in her more recent puzzles, she tries to include a fox. So you might find that fox hidden somewhere in especially the newer puzzles. As I understood from her, she did not necessarily include that orange fox in her older images, but she tried to include it in the newer images. So let me know if you've found that hidden fox in some of Aimee's puzzles. This one is this little origami orange fox here. I will insert a close-up photo so that you can see it. I believe that is the fox that is hidden in this puzzle image. Absolutely beautiful. And then what I would like to touch on for today's video is the art of origami. So did you guys know that origami has its origins in China more or less 2000 years ago, around the time that paper was invented? So the art of origami is basically as old as paper. So initially, it was used for either religious purposes or for decoration. So nowadays, I believe most of the people that's not from the Chinese descent are using it for decorative purposes. It's a form of art, it's a form of crafting, and definitely classifies as a hobby. Personally, I haven't done any origami in my life before, and after doing this puzzle, I definitely want to try. I want to be able to say that I've tried it and I've folded an origami animal. So I will look for a beginner-friendly video and see if I can get myself an animal from paper. A hobby that I do recognize from this puzzle, which also has its origins from China, is the bonsai tree. And I believe this little scissors here is bonsai scissors. I don't know why there isn't other scissors in this image, if the paper is not cut at all, or if you can use bonsai scissors for this, but I believe this is a bonsai scissor. It looks very much like the ones that I used when I had a bonsai tree, and that is a hobby that I dabbled in once. Other hobbies I like to do if I'm not puzzling, reading. I've got a couple of bookshelves filled with books. My favorite author at this stage is a South African author, Dion Meyer, but his work is translated into English. So maybe you heard of him, maybe not, but currently he is my favorite author in the South African language, Afrikaans, and I love crocheting. I've also dabbled into Irish crochet, which is with very fine thread. Absolutely love it. I love diamond dotting. I've dabbled into that. And every now and again, I just get the urge to do something else and I get out a diamond dot image and I spend hours on that. Very relaxing. I've also trained myself in the art of chainmail. I'm not sure if you guys know it, and the reason I can't do it on a permanent basis is just because it's so hard on your hands. I will insert a photo of some of the finished products. But yeah, of all the hobbies that I've done and still do and still love, puzzling is definitely my favorite. So, guys, what's your hobby if you are not puzzling? Reading, crocheting, gardening. There is so many hobbies, and everyone as interesting as the next. Some of you might actually draw, and I also do coloring. I've got a coloring book or two, so sometimes I just get a day where I just would like to color a page. So, what's your hobbies? I would love to hear your feedback. If you're not puzzling, what other hobbies do you like to do? So this is how far I got with my attempt in folding an origami box. I miserably failed. So if you can make an origami animal or flower, mad props to you. I think it's a beautiful art form, but obviously I can't do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.